Hey, Becca J. Norman here. In this video I'm going to show you how to do the Kitchener stitch, which is a grafting technique. It's used a lot in sock toes and on the ends of mittens. So if you are knitting through a pattern and your instructions say to do the Kitchener stitch and you have no idea what that is, you're in the right place. So here we are. Here's my project with the yarn still attached to the ball, and I wanted to show you before we start. Oh, there's a hair in there, gross. This has been finished using the Kitchener stitch, and you can see it has a really nice, smooth, continuous line of stitches. You almost can't tell at all where one stops and the next begins. To figure out how much thread you need, I usually just loosely do about 4 times the amount plus a little extra just to be safe. So we'll do like this much. That's probably more than what I need. And then you take a needle. This one is probably not quite as fat of an eye as what I should have for this yarn, but I'm pretty good at threading, so it's fine. Any sort of yarn or tapestry needle will work. We have here 2 rows of stitches. I was knitting in the round and I went ahead and got them all onto just 2 needles. Same number of stitches on each one. So to set it up, you scoot them kind of close to the end. You take this needle and thread. You're going to go to the first stitch on the front needle. Go through it purlwise, but leave it on the knitting needle. You don't want to loop that one around like I just did. Then you come back here and you go knitwise through the stitch on the back needle. Oops, let's try that again. Knitwise through the back stitch, leaving it also on knitting needle. Now you come back to the front, you go knitwise through the front stitch, and then purlwise through the next front stitch, leaving that one on. I like to do this in one fell swoop instead of pulling it through and then coming back again, because it's just less movement and it's easier on the yarn, because this will start to fray eventually if you keep going for too long. Now we go to the back, purlwise, take it off, knitwise, leave it on. And the way I like to remember this, or that helps me remember it, I think of this needle as a knit needle and this one as purl, because here we have knits and here we have purl. So in order to be taking a stitch off, we go through it the right way. So knitwise on the front. And then you always go through the next one again so we don't get separated. Purlwise on the front, but leave it on. Then we do purlwise on the back, and since that's a purl that we're purling, we take it off. And then we go knitwise through the back stitch again. So knitwise through the front, take it off, purlwise through the front, leave it on, purlwise through the back, take it off, knitwise through the back, leave it on, 2 more stitches, take a good look, we go knitwise through the stitch on the front needle, purlwise through the next one on the front, but leave it on, purlwise through the back, take it off, knitwise through the back, leave it on. And then when we get to 1 stitch left, guys, I'm recording a video. All right, when there's 1 stitch left on each needle, all you do is you go knitwise through the stitch on the front, take it off, purlwise through the stitch on the back, take it off. Again, anything that you can do in one fell swoop instead of 2 separate ones, I like to do. Maybe it's just because I'm lazy, I don't know. And then you usually will end up with a little bit of a weirdness here. So the way I account for that is I kind of just pull it in, and then as I weave in the end, I kind of look at which way I can go to make it behave a little bit better. And that seems to be this direction. So I'm just going to go in to the wrong side through here. Reach up inside for that needle. If I can find it. Pull it down. See? Nice and neat. Then you will go turn it wrong side out, weave in the ends, and trim it just like you normally would. That's really all there is to it. If you try it, let me know in the comments and tell me how it went for you. And make sure you save this video or blog post to your Pinterest so that you can find it next time you need it. And as always, I would love to see your projects and see what you do with this. So if you put a picture on social media, make sure you tag me so I can see. My handle on Facebook and Instagram is becca.j.norman. Bye guys.